mentioned financial freedom. What, according to you, is financial freedom and your framework on it?
So I think I keep asking these questions to a lot of people who follow me, and what, according to you, is financial freedom? Because everyone's definition of freedom is slightly different. So my definition of freedom when I started pursuing this journey, financial freedom for myself, was three things. To spend a lot of time with my children because I knew they're going to grow up and they're going to go to colleges and do the jobs in different countries and places, and then I won't have time to, spend with them. So I want to spend a lot of time with my family, and that was one of the reasons I wanted freedom. Second, I wanted to plant a lot of trees. So, and that needed time, effort, everything, right? So I wanted freedom from the corporate stuff so that I can do what I really love doing. And third, of course, writing. That is something which is writing, learning, passionate about these things. I want to write a lot. And again, it needed time. So I think these three things, primarily my family, which drove me towards freedom. And I wanted to have enough so that I can, forget about money for some time in my life because it's been already 42 years. Before I got financially free, I was 42 when I got financially free. So I've spent 42 years of my life. I hardly have another 20-25 years, which are like good years to live. And I want to do what I like doing. So that's what drove me towards freedom.
What was your journey from zero to cross?
Well, journey was very interesting in the sense that till the age of 37, which is like 16 years of working, I had zero savings. I mean, whatever I could save, I used to spend it just like anybody else, we'd go out on vacations or spend on some gadgets or stuff like that. While I started thinking about financial freedom even before 37, I in fact did a business called as Amway. I don't know if you've heard of Amway. It's a network marketing
Yes,
business.
yes, yes.
Because there also my focus was to somehow get towards freedom. But I did it for a few years, 2 to 3 years. But I wasn't successful in that in terms of money. Yeah, but I was very successful in, making sure that the goal of freedom got even stronger, while I was in that program. After that, I started working on my own plan to, accumulate money and to save money and to invest money. I didn't have any financial background, no financial degrees. Uh, so I had to just start from scratch, just like any common person does, and started with fixed deposits, for example.
जो एफडी से चालू की थी.
हाँ, 100% FDs. Nothing. I didn't know anything else. I mean, I told you, right? I didn't have any background. So we कैसे करें अभी? I don't know what is a stock. I don't know what's a mutual fund. So how do I start? So FDs is the only thing I knew. So for almost 1 year, whatever my saving was after I started this journey, everything was FDs. And then slowly I started learning, understanding things. Then I started with mutual funds, and then later on with stocks once I started to understand them more. Of course, I did a lot of mistakes since I was new and I didn't have any other support system. I didn't hire any consultant or anything like that. So I just started off my own, did my mistakes. And by the time I finished the journey, I had done enough mistakes to write a book. So that was my first book, The Rat Race to Financial Freedom. That was my own journey of struggling, planning, doing mistakes, correcting, and then finally achieving freedom. So I achieved freedom at the age of 42. That was 10 years back. I mean, I'm 52 now. So 10 years back, I had a corpus of around 2.8 crores or something at that time, which was good enough for that time. Today, of course, it's much higher than that, although I'm not actively earning anything since the last 10 years. So that's been, in very nutshell, my journey towards freedom.
So what was your day job before this, and what would you do?
So I started off my career as an electrical engineer. So I'm basically an electrical engineer. I did my graduation from Aligarh Muslim University. And then I got into L&T Mumbai. So I was in Mumbai for a year. Then I went to L&T Baroda. Then I came to L&T Delhi. So 5 years I spent in L&T in the electrical stream. But then वो 99 का टाइम था जब वो e-commerce का कीड़ा सबको लगा.
एकदम
So मेरे को भी लगा. तो ये सब छोड़ो यार, अभी तो e-commerce में जाना है. So then I did a course in e-commerce from AppTech. And I thought अभी तो हो गया बस course कर लिया मतलब life set. So if you remember there were interviews being held, people were being sent to US जिसको Java का ABCD आता है चलो US चलो.
एकदम that
We
was
sold
the-
off our car. उस टाइम मारुति 800 होता था. We sold off our car. We did well, सब कुछ हमने एक तरह से पैक कर लिया कि now we have to go to US because we had an offer. But then this entire crash happened just at the right time. Just before, I mean, few days before we had to kind of board the flight. So then we couldn't go, and then I struggled a bit because अभी L&T छोड़ दिया था, and I didn't know what to do. So then I started teaching e-commerce in the same institute जहाँ से मैंने पढ़ा था, जहाँ से कोर्स किया. So I,
AppTech में.
हाँ, AppTech में. उसी की एक ब्रांच होती थी, Asset International. So I started teaching. उनके पास e-commerce का एक कोर्स होता था, वहीं से किया था मैंने, वहीं पढ़ाना शुरू किया. तो 1-2 साल वो पढ़ाया. Then I got a break in a small IT company, very small company, 7-8 people company kind of. घर में ही उन्होंने खोला हुआ था ऑफिस. वहाँ से एक्सपीरियंस लिया. IBM रैशनल टूल्स होते थे, उनकी प्री सेल्स में थोड़ा टेक्निकल एक्सपीरियंस लिया. And that's how I started progressing into IT. Then I got a break in TCS finally. कुछ साल TCS में काम किया. Then I got into IBM. 10 साल IBM में काम. So my last job was with IBM. So when I quit a corporate job, I was working with IBM as an
मतलब you have had the job of a normal जो आम आदमी जो हम लोग करते हैं. You mentioned that you've got 2 daughters, right?
Yes.
So learn personal finance on your own. आपने सीखा, आपने किताब लिखा, और best sellers भी हुए. How are you teaching your kids on personal finance?
Well, I don't specifically go and teach them on personal finance, except for the fact that I do the basics with them. They get a pocket money. So I just tell them that you should try and save something out of it, even if it's minimal. And they have their own accounts in Grow app and other stuff, and they keep investing a little bit here and there. They're not very keen on the stuff of financial freedom right now, at least. But they are very prudent in terms of where they spend their money. I mean, that's the only thing which I have been able to really inculcate in them.
That's very
Right. And I don't mind it because, it's not necessary that they have to be financial. If they love their job so much, whenever they do, then why do you actually need to pursue this kind of a thing? So I've left it open to them. They know what I am, what I've achieved, and what I've not achieved in life. For example, I was primarily into IT for the last 10-12. They said we don't want to do IT, we'll do anything else. So both of them are
I've
not
seen ये होता है generally जो
No.
either ये it's complete opposite होता है,
Yeah.
और या फिर वही होता
So the
है.
younger one, she says कि मेरे को ये तो करना ही नहीं है, मुझे बैठ के करने वाला कोई काम नहीं करना है. So she chose, sales and marketing. So just घूमना है मेरे को, लोगों से मिलना है, all that stuff. And she's good at communication anyway. And the elder one, she's a lot into research and stuff. So she's doing, mathematical biology basically means you're doing analysis of biological domain.
हाँ.
So like they're trying to, right now the project she's doing is they're trying to predict the occurrence of cancer on the basis of the previous medical history by analyzing all the data of that patient. That's a very interesting thing. So, but this is so different from what I have done in life. So, which is perfect,